Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back. Now let's go check out Delve League mechanic.
Looks like shite, eh? Well, don't judge a mine by its entrance. Eternals used to pull all sorts of goodies out of these rocks, and they never had my secret weapon. Just inside the mine shaft is my creaky little crawler. Took one of the old Eternal torture devices and repurposed it. Oh, it can still tear your skin off like peeling a fruit, but hopefully it won't try to. Instead, it can lay down a daisy chain of lights powered by that voltaxic sulfite. You'll want to be on the lookout for more of that, mind you. This big beauty next to me? My pride and joy. Feeds crawler with refined and purified sulfite, and it's capable of taking all sorts of the raw materials strewn below ground and turning them into sources of light and explosives. How about you head underground and follow the mechanical little bugger to an azurite vein, eh? The darkness within those walls is unnatural. It does not fade in the presence of light. It retreats, like a living beast. I'd not wander too far from the lamps if I were you. Been working on this machine on and off for years. Hard to really test it without the raw materials from the mine. You're here now though, so maybe that'll change. This beauty can take the azurite you find in there and turn it into flares and dynamite. Enough azurite, and I can make this thing more efficient than it already is. Able to hold a lot more sulfite, and able to make better flares and dynamite. Grew up in Oriath. Used to love the city. Spent my youth combing the woods around it for sulfite. No one else knew how to handle the stuff, but the Templar had a voracious appetite for it. Needed it to power whatever godforsaken machines they were building. Made a very healthy living for myself until, well, let's just say, for a while I thought I was a prophet. The Templar don't take so kindly to people calling themselves prophets. Locked me up in a madhouse, but I dug me way out. The Templar like escapees even less than they like false prophets. So here I am, digging around in eternal rubble. Looks like shite, eh? Well, don't judge a mine by its entrance. Eternals used to pull all sorts of goodies out of these rocks, and they never had my secret weapon. Just inside the mine shaft is my creaky little crawler. Took one of the old Eternal torture devices and repurposed it. Well, it can still tear your skin off like peeling a fruit, but hopefully it won't try to. Instead, it can lay down a daisy chain of lights powered by that voltaxic sulfite. You'll want to be on the lookout for more of that, mind you. This big beauty next to me? My pride and joy. Feeds crawler with refined and purified sulfite, and it's capable of taking all sorts of the raw materials strewn below ground and turning them into sources of light and explosives. How about you head underground and follow the mechanical little bugger to an azurite vein, eh? Bye. This is Crawler, capable of scouting out a few of the valuables hidden down here, but needs your muscle to get to them. Tell it where you want to go, and try to stay alive till you get there. Crawler will burn through sulfite on the way, and we ain't made of sulfite, so choose carefully. How about you follow it to a nearby azurite vein, eh? Make sure you stick near Crawler's light. Believe me, you don't want to get dragged into the darkness.
when I'm ready and not before.
Beauty. Look at it sparkle. Glows like blue embers in the dark. My machine here can turn these rocks into something a little more useful. You might need some extra light down there, so how about you put a few flares together? Mine's also full of dead ends and things that ought to be dead themselves, so get a blasting stick while you're at it. Should have enough for both on ya. Hot little pair of sticks you got. Mind you, don't get them mixed up. Don't want to have to mop you up. Though I suppose blowing yourself to bits is better than getting lost in the dark down there. I suggest you bring a few sticks of dynamite and a few flares when you venture down there. Crawler will guide you to some large ore veins, but tossing a flare into the gloom might reveal some very pretty little treasures. Since the mine's been around for so long, all the easy pickings have already been pinched. Might have to do some excavating of your own, if you want something truly precious. There's some fragile-looking walls down there. Reckon a well-placed stick of dynamite will turn those walls to rubble. Why don't you give that a go, eh? I'll let you keep whatever you find on the other side. Not the prettiest spot in Rayclast, but relatively dry and safe as long as you stay in the light. Never cared about a good view anyway. Much prefer a cosy spot indoors. Not many of those on Rayclast that aren't filled with bloody flesh eaters though, eh? Stay in the light.
I'm ready and not before. Too much clutter.
Now I don't know if I can find this wall and destroy it with a dynamite for the side quest. This side quest is also not important because it only serves as a tutorial for the league mechanic. And you will do these league mechanics plenty of times when you get to the end game.
I'm ready and not before.
What do you need now?
When I'm ready, and not before.
Killing rabid dogs and wild boars before anything we could see. Nothing for your power. Only action. And for that, we have to fight.
The harvest is ready and ripe.
Ready, and not before.
Welcome to the Grand Arena of Theopolis. It is here that rests on high purpose. My lady and friend, it is our inspiration. We fight for gladiator. Hundreds of warriors tried to make the same title as I, but I defeated them all. Die and your applause, gladiator.
Gather them quickly. A harvest is ready.
At age 13, carving knife in hand, I killed beasts for the amusement of the filthy. At 15, they thought me worthy to fight a fellow man. A butcher he was, twice as big and twice as stupid as I. I butchered the butcher, and many like him. Earned my way, kill by kill, out of the awful pit and into the grand arena. I thought I would find wealth and glory in the arena. I was wrong. I found something far more precious. My Lady Merveille.
When I'm ready and not before.
I knelt in the sand of the Grand Arena, awaiting the killing blow. I raised my eyes to look upon my death. Instead, I saw her, Merveille. Her beautiful eyes met mine, and I knew she saw me too. I turned my opponent's strike and killed the man with his own dagger. Fighting had always been about survival, the primal instinct to kill or be killed. Now, the fight became about something else. Love. Is your passion enough for my crown? We shall see. The previous King of Swords was a giant of a man, both faster and stronger than I. Yet I needed only look up at my Lady Merveil to know that I had no choice. I could not die this day. I made him shiver under every parry, striking with all of my might so that my arms felt they might snap with every impact. All the while, I studied his face, watching for that moment when he began to doubt. It took an hour, but finally it was there. Burning with pain, empty with exhaustion, I stepped inside his faltering swing and I slit the giant's throat. I did not take my victory bow. I knelt in the sun, looked to Merveil, and cried out for my lady's hand in marriage. From that day forth, I wore the crown of swords upon my head and the ring of eternal love upon my finger. A king of swords is nothing if he cannot defend his crown. I've missed this.
I need more mana. When I'm ready, and not before. I'm sorry to have to break this to you, Duresso, but she's not real.
Pried the desire from Duresso's dead hand, did you? Or is it dead again hand? Or re-dead hand? Or is undeath really just death with benefits? In which case, you didn't kill Duresso because he was already dead. It's all a bit of a grey area, really. I'm completely beside the point. Yet we're still one gem short. Go. Not a cockroach, and relieve Calm of his fury. Bye-bye.
So this is what the inside of a Karui king's head looks like. I hope they're not all...
I dreamed of my ancestors' halls. They were empty. I dreamed of the north, of an offering left to us by Tukohama. An offering that will save the Karui. I needed only to take it. I gathered my finest 500. I brought them here. I claimed what Tukohama had promised me. We crushed the servants of Kitava beneath our heels as we marched across the land. I allowed not one of my 500 to fall. The blood of the ancestors surged in our veins, and each and every one of my warriors earned Tukohama's mark upon their skin. We descended into the heart of Rayclast, and there he came to me, Tukohama. He asked of me a sacrifice. I gave it willingly. My axe fell 500 times, the jade drinking its fill of Karui blood. Tukohama was pleased. Opened the gate and invited Kitava into this land. The Karui paid the price. Kitava cut us off from the ancestors, raised the remembered as his children, tortured our dreams. Kitava murdered the Karui way. I will found a new way, for I have been chosen. I gather my forces so that I might wage war on Kitava. I am the son of Tukohama, and I will lead the Karui back to glory.
crop is ready. Return to the garden.
The moment your skin touched the corrupted soil of Rayclasp, you were infected. Kitava has soaked this land in his filth. I will crush the corruption from your bones, drain your black blood upon this sacred ground. Brothers and sisters, I honor you with a warrior's death. Your spirits will fight by my side when we march against Kitava. You will be given in service to Tukohama. You will be remembered with glory.
Yes. What is it, Exile?
Fury and desire, together again. Lovely and lovely. Facets so shiny, replete with the vim of murdered souls. My Malachi did the crafting. Beautiful work. General Adis did the murdering. Equally beautiful work, in its own juicy way. Num-nums time, my little rapture. Have you ever been to the end of the world before, my king? Asked the blackest monkey. No, I have not, realized the Monkey King. There is my reason to go where you go, be where you be, my king, concluded the blackest monkey in a voice as warm and welcoming as death. Do you know who wrote that? Not a cockroach? Victario Navalius, the people's poet of San. He was my friend, and I betrayed him. Took his love and burned it before his eyes. Now I am betrayed. My heart burned black by the one man I loved. Malachi. He's found a new heart, you see. A beast's heart to cuddle up to keep him warm and safe at the end of the world. Today, I remind Malachi of his betrayal. Today, it is his turn to burn. Malachi's devices, his creations. He loved them all, not me. He betrayed me then, said he loved me, then said he wanted me to die. He betrays me now, lets me suffer, lets me wither. Am I the one and only mistake that you ever made, Malachi? Yes, that's me. Diala the Gemling Queen. Malachi's misdemeanor. Make him regret his mistake, not a cockroach. Tear open the beast's black heart. Rip Malachi from his filthy little nightmare. Cut him, crush him, burn him from existence. He deserves no better, and I deserve no worse. No love for me. No love. No love. No love.
In life and death, Nightmare gave Karui everything he ever dreamed of. How did it feel to make that dream die? Dureso was always a good man at heart, chained to an eternity of love and triumph. You set him free. When a boil is fat with infection, it glistens with the luster of false youth. Lance that boil, and it weeps its corruption away and shrivels to nothing. Whether by purpose or desire, you are the physician who has revealed Diala's truest nature. You shall be rewarded.
What is that in your eyes? That glistening, that softness? Is that pity? Take those pitying eyes away before I pluck them from your face. I need but one thing from you now. Malachi. Dead. Take this. I've given everything else to him. My youth and beauty, my body and mind, my heart, and at last, the only thing he ever gave to me in return, my gemling power. This is all I have left. I entrust it to you, not a cockroach. Malachi taught me not to trust anyone. It is time to forget everything that Malachi taught me. Eyeballs away, Unbug.
Diala's hopes may be crushed, but ours still thrive in you, Cursebreaker. From what Tasuni tells me, the beast's innards are now yours to penetrate. Diala has served her purpose. Now comes the time for you to serve yours. Find this Malachi that Diala mutters about so incessantly. If my understanding is true, then he is the mind of the beast. Kill him, and the body of Nightmare will die with him. I am told that you have put King Calm down to his final rest. Cursebreaker, and now the murderer of legends. Great names hatch upon you like ticks on a roar. Our hopes are with you.
welcome.
Yes?
Diala saw the mistakes of the past with her own eyes, and now she's given everything to fix them. Right, Vanya?
I don't know, Pataris. I saw people die for each other in San. I saw clarity, resolution in their eyes. In Diala's eyes, I see ghosts.
Those eyes have seen horrors that we can't even imagine.
Maybe. But this sacrifice of hers, I think it was more like a deal, and Diala didn't quite get what she bargained for.
You killed the Sword King?
Duresso wasn't actually alive, Pataris.
Duresso must have thought he was alive.
True. Thinking and being, a bit of a blurred line here in Rayclast.
Exactly. See ya.
What is it, Exile? The gemling queen has given of that black life of hers. For what? To wound and wake the beast that should have been slaughtered in its sleep. Diala's path would lead us into cataclysm. Follow your own path from now on. I'm watching you.
And we will continue this in the next episode, so if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.